Hey gang, Pastor George here. This is going to be the first installment of something we call baloney. Recently, the Vice President of the United States was interviewed by Parents Magazine and gave us his personal tactical advice. Let's take a look at it.
The last part of the question, please.
So she's asking if a ban goes into effect on certain kinds of weapons and high-capacity magazines.
And what's her name?
Kate.
Kate, if you want to protect yourself, get a double-barrel shotgun, have the shells, a 12-gauge shotgun, and I promise you, as I told my wife, we live in an area that's wooded and somewhat secluded. I said, Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony here or walk out, put that double-barrel shotgun and fire 2 blasts outside the house. I promise you, who's ever coming in is not going to, you don't need an AR-15. It's harder to aim, it's harder to use, and in fact, you don't need 30 rounds to protect yourself. Buy a shotgun. Buy a shotgun. You know, guess what? A shotgun will keep you a lot safer. A double-barrel shotgun than the assault weapons in somebody's hands who doesn't know how to use it, even one who does know how to use it. You know, it's harder to use an assault weapon and hit something than it is a shotgun, okay? So you want to keep people away in the earthquake, buy some shotgun shells. Number one. But anyway.
We call baloney, Mr. Biden, and you want to know why? You never gave that advice to your wife, not even one time. Let's take a look at the real facts. Now, even a dim bulb like you has to realize that, you know, over the last 4 or 5 years, that there's been some men, you know, in nice suits all around your house and your family, and the sunglasses and the little things in their ears. Those are called the Secret Service, Mr. Biden, and demonstrably, they're the best security force on the face of this planet. Now, I'm guessing if this guy over here got past the layered security of the Secret Service, your wife doesn't stand much of a chance with that dusty old double-barrel shotgun and the bird loads that you have there, and she's going to stand on the porch and shoot it in the air? Mr. Biden, please, I don't want to say that I'm a tactical expert, but if your wife is listening, Mrs. Biden, if the terrorist has gotten past that security, you're much better off picking up the MP5 from the dead Secret Service agent that's laying at your feet than trying to find this imaginary shotgun that your husband has. Frankly, we call baloney. Let's take a look at what this looks like from a purely tactical standpoint. Okay, let's take a look at what Mr. Biden is talking about here. We have a standard 12-gauge double-barrel shotgun. This is what he wants his wife to come and use, and this is the one he says not to use. This is an AR-15 with a laser sight, a red dot tactical sight, and a tactical flashlight attached to it. He says this one's the worst choice. Now, I'd like to point out that this guy right here was designed for goose hunting, not home defense at night. So there's no way that you can attach any kind of accessories to it to make it more usable for night shooting or for combat shooting. As ridiculous as this is, what we're going to do is we're going to show the effectiveness of each of these weapons in total darkness. Now, take for a common example, what's really going to happen to you is this guy right here is going to break in the middle of the night. You're not going to have the advantage of having the night vision scope that this camera has on it. No, you're going to come to the party with just these. Let's take a look what it looks like, and I have a hat cam here so you can see what I can see, which, believe me, when the guy that's holding the flashlights turns them off, isn't anything. Let's see how effective that double-barrel shotgun looks.
Oh, Mr. Burglar! Stop! Stop! I have no idea what I just hit, if anything. Oh, Mr. Burglar! Stop! Stop!
So let's take a look at what we hit here. I'm going to turn the light on. And we hit, out of 2 shotgun blasts, the upper left-hand corner of the paper. And by the way, I'm only standing 10 feet away. Just saying, that's how far we are. He doesn't look very dead.
Or wounded.
He doesn't look very wounded. He doesn't look very much of anything. Okay, so that was a complete failure. The double-barrel shotgun, Mr. Biden, worked not at all. Let's take a look at a tactically equipped AR-15, and then we'll decide which one is the better home defense weapon.
One of the things that the AR-15 has that the shotgun doesn't have is a tactical light. It also has a green laser on it, so that oh, Mr. Biden says that it takes upwards of a minute and a half for the average untrained user to change magazines. I think not.
Okay, well, let's take a look at how the AR-15 did. I'm seeing 20 or so rounds in the mid-torso and at least 2 rounds right between the eyes. So, Mr. Biden, in reality, what we're going to do is we're going to keep our AR-15 for our home defense weapon. This guy ends up dead, and you proved yourself to be a tactical moron. We call baloney. Please, Mrs. Biden, we very much are concerned for your safety. Please buy an AR-15 while they're still legal, and you'll understand why we say Molon Labe.